When I first enrolled into my stretcher as an inexperienced and narrow-minded kid, never in my wildest dreams had I imagined myself standing before you today delivering a valedictory speech. I am Annika Loo, a Secondary 1 student from Raffles Girls School, and I would like to thank my stretcher for giving me this privilege of being one of the 2022 PSLE valedictorians. Firstly, I would like to start off with my own background. I was a student at St. Anthony's Canossian Primary School. Like most students, I had my fair share of experiences, both sweet and both bitter, in primary school. In P4, I was doing rather well in school, and as a result, I guess I became a little complacent. So in P5, during the extended home-based learning periods of the COVID-19 pandemic, I started surfing the internet for subjects irrelevant to schoolwork, and filled my head with dreams of becoming a popular YouTuber with thousands of subscribers. To put it bluntly, I was just much more attached to the internet and social media than to my own school. As a result, my grades plummeted. Then at the beginning of P6, year 2022, my parents enrolled me into my stretcher online classes, English and Science. Well, of course, it had to be the most two dry and dull subjects. Oh my god. Given no choice, I reluctantly sat and logged into my first mind stretcher tuition class. It was totally out of my expectations. Never had it crossed my mind that the studying of English doesn't need to be a solitary experience. It can also be done effectively with peers in solidarity. Mrs. Ray called the whole class to participate in writing one single composition, like a story relay, and of course, I was determined to chip in a word or a sentence. Writing a composition was no longer just mindlessly writing 200 or 300 words with the objective of meeting the word count. Rather, it became a festive celebration of the imagination or a fulfilling journey of reflection and self-realization. Vocabulary? We were exposed to a barrage of mind-stretching words and phrases. Mrs. Ray also introduced those phrases that hit the nail on the head but often slipped our minds. Then I told myself, among the sea of bloggers in cyberspace, these English expressions are what would make me stand out from all the rest. When PSLE English Oral Exam Junior, my parents, both native Chinese speakers, signed me up for the My Stretcher Oral Bootcamp. Teacher Alvin Quack's passion and the wonders he worked by keeping the whole class's attention is admirable. The stimuli are not ephemeral in nature. Indeed, they took me weeks and even months to ruminate. Such engaging and inclusive presentations are the hidden gems that I wish to deliver to my audience. And of course, it also boosted my readiness for the PSLE oral exam. After the first 3 lessons followed by 3 one-on-one practices with Mr. Alvin, I was also able to analytically communicate the essence of various posters or illustrations. By applying the mind stretching peers methodology, I was able to convey my opinions and thoughts to the examiners with ease, in a well-organized format of points, explanations, experiences, and finally, recommendations. Well, what about science? Before joining my stretcher, I often made my choices for MCQ out of plain intuition and open-ended questions. I always had marks deducted for less than ideal phrasing of the answers or some missing points. To combat that, my stretcher science teacher, Miss Sherry, gave us answer patterns. By applying these, I was able to grasp all the key points needed to effectively answer the open-ended questions. Teacher Sherry also showed us interesting science video clips and articles which empowered me and my class to derive rational explanations for the MCQ. My so-called trauma of science dissipated. After joining my stretcher in P6, gripping lessons and insightful analysis presented by the proficient mind stretcher teachers not only served as an eye-opener to subject tips I was previously unaware of, they also inspired me to uplift myself and work the best I could towards my goal. If there is one thing I learned, it is this: always persevere and be diligent. As they say, no pain, no gain. I scored AL4 distinction for the PSLE, my best ever score in primary school, and with this, I then successfully got admitted into RGS, where effectively studying strategies are taught. Similarly, Mr. Alvin Quack's peers methods can also be used in geography, history, and English. These are not new to me at all, and it really helped me a lot. All in all, I wish to thank all my mind stretcher teachers for inspiring me and teaching me. and enabling me to make great strides in the subjects I enrolled for. I also want to thank my parents for your love, care, and for smoothing my education journey by enrolling me in my literature. I could not have made it this far without each of you. It is your consistent support and encouragement when I fall that made possible my part in today's celebration. I cannot thank you enough. An old proverb says, better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. I hope that my fellow students will find their own great teachers, as great teachers can indeed make a real significant difference in a student's academic success and also their personal growth. Finally, I'd like to congratulate the My Literature PSLE class of 2022. Your hard work over the past 6 years have really paid off. I applaud your splendid achievements, and I look forward to being with you as we embark on the next phase of our learning journey. To those who haven't joined My Literature yet, Helen Keller once said, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much more. Come and join us. You can choose to sit comfortably in front of your screens, but instead of being passively brain-fed with negative or hysterical video clips, you'll be provoked to rack your brains for a word or refuse to throw in your towels by rivaling your peers for the first correct answer. I've gained many more companions and better equipped myself to be a future YouTuber along my learning journey with my literature. What are you waiting for? Come join us!